Hey, today we're going to be talking about government intervention, and the two concepts we're going to talk about are a price ceiling and a price floor. So a price ceiling is a government-imposed price control or limit on how high a price is charged for a product. So the government's intending with that price ceiling to protect consumers from certain conditions that could make necessary commodities unattainable. And the best example is really rent control. I grew up in Boulder, and I went to CSU. And then after I got married, my husband and I lived in Oregon and California. And when we lived in California, Berkeley had rent control. And they did that because the cost of rent got so high that people would have to leave their community because they couldn't build. They were kind of surrounded by a city and the bay on one side. So they're trying to protect people. I know New York also has rent control. Boulder might have rent control. I'm not totally sure about that. Fort Collins has talked about it, but we haven't done it. So what do you think happens during this? Are people motivated to move from their apartment? Is the building owner motivated to do improvements on the building because they aren't allowed to raise it by more than the rate of inflation? So do you think we would have either a surplus or a shortage that might occur due to this rent control or this price ceiling, the lowest, they aren't allowed to go with the market rate that we see with supply and demand normally. So normally I draw this graph on the board in our classroom, but that's not possible. So we've got our normal supply and demand for a good or service here in microeconomics, and you can see supply is upward sloping. You can see demand is the red line going down, and then we see equilibrium at price E and quantity E right there. And so what's happening, and then we don't really have to worry about the consumer surplus. That's stating that there are consumers of a certain good or service who are willing to pay a higher price that don't have to. So I used to always give the examples of olives. I really enjoy eating green olives. I know a lot of you think that's gross, but maybe I'm willing to spend $10 a jar for olives, but the price is $5. So I have the benefit where I pay the equilibrium price. And then the producer surplus, the blue triangle, is there are sellers out there that might be willing to sell a product or provide a product at a lower price, but they don't have to. It's equilibrium. We're looking at that middle shortage area. So, and the green line where it says price ceiling. So imagine the rent maybe in Berkeley, California. I don't know for sure, but let's say the rent is $1,000, but the equilibrium price might be $1,500. It creates a potential shortage with the price ceiling because people cannot go, or businesses cannot go above the price. So again, it's to protect renters. It doesn't motivate them to move. It doesn't motivate the owner of the building to provide improvements, but the price ceiling frequently creates a shortage. All right, and then our second topic we're going to talk about is a price floor, and that's when the government imposes a price control or limit on how low a price can be charged for a product. Most common example is minimum wage, and I don't know what it is right now, but last year it was $11.10, and so maybe I own a business, or maybe you're willing to work for below minimum wage and you can't find a job, and maybe you're willing to work for $10 an hour. But that business by law is required to pay you $11.10. So what do you think frequently occurs due to a price floor? A surplus or a shortage? So a price floor has the potential to create a surplus. So normally, like I said, I'd be graphing this in class, but we can't do that. So we're looking at demand downward sloping, the red, supply upward sloping, the blue, equilibrium is E, and then we see the green dotted line of the price floor. So maybe that's minimum wage. Let's say it's $12 right now. And there may be people who are willing to work for $10, and that's equilibrium. That creates a surplus of labor or whatever the product is, because businesses are not allowed to go below the price floor. So I kind of think of that as the floor. You can't go below it. The ceiling, you bump your head on it, and you can't go above it. So those are price ceiling and price floor. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and hope you're having a great day. Take care, Lobos. Bye.